So if you've been following the channel all off season long, you know your man Juan Gotti's been super positive about every single move that the Commanders have made this off season. And again, it's not because I'm a Commanders fan and I'm just being biased. I simply think they put together a really good off season up until this point. And with the draft right around the corner, I had a good feeling that the Washington Commanders could continue to add to already what has been a really good off season, especially by attacking a specific position, that being the running back room, adding a home run hitter and a guy with some speed. But after hearing Dan Quinn speak at the league meetings, he seems very different from the rest of the fan base in terms of how we as fans feel like the Washington Commanders need to upgrade the running back room. Dan Quinn feels the opposite. He in fact feels content with the running back room. And dare I say, I think that's a big mistake that Coach Quinn is making. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's no beginner. She's confident.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about Coach Quinn potentially making a huge mistake by not addressing the running back room. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you can notify when I upload new videos like this to the channel. Want to road to 10,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate it if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight to it. So I was listening to Dan Quinn's press conference at the league meetings, and I either didn't watch it to this far up into the interview or I simply missed when Dan Quinn said this, but it was brought to my attention on a Burgundy Breakdown, the show that we do here on the channel with my guy Reedy and Z and Ballin' Burgundy Podcast. We do it every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Make sure you guys check out their channels as well. My man Z basically told me that in Dan Quinn's press conference, he made the point that he was content with the running back room. I really hope Dan Quinn don't feel competent about the running back room. I hope he was just saying that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I really hope.
I don't believe that he believes that.
No,
yeah, he got to be throwing the other, because at the owners meeting, it's other teams, interviewing other coaches from other teams. Like they had a Buffalo Bills reporter interviewing Dan Quinn. Hey, Dan Quinn, I'm from Buffalo. What we getting out of Derek Forrest? Shit, you ain't getting none. Like, no, I'm just laughing. But they got other media personnel from other teams. So hopefully he ain't really he was saying that did not show our hand. But then at the same time, he said Brandon Coleman was gonna start at right tackle. But that don't matter. That ain't the draft. So yeah, I hope he ain't content, bro. Because if Travion Henderson is, I'm big on Omarion Hampton. That's who I want at 29. But I think Omarion Hampton and Ashton Genty are the two backs. Well, they all can. Let me actually clear it up. Yeah. But I think those are the two front running backs that are going to be day one starters on teams that don't have no running backs. Do we love our running back room? But no, we don't. But we have a running back room. So that lessens the importance of the running back position. So it kind of don't make Omarion Hampton a need, because he needs to go to a team that's going to give him 20, 25 carries. We're not doing that. We just got Debo Samuel that's going to take carries. We got Austin Eckler that's going to take 20. You're going to take some carries. We got B-Rob, obviously. So our running back room, for all intents and purposes, is loaded. So that's why Travion Henderson is perfect, because he's the exact need that we want that's going to come forward in line and not, what I'm saying, mess up. So ADQ, bro. I hope you're not content, bro. I hope you're
doing something. Yeah. We also did running back by committee. We did a ×4 on what Detroit was doing, running back by committee. So everyone stayed relatively fresh to where we weren't killing one running back.
Which means he's fine with it as it is. And I'll be completely honest with you, that kind of threw me off, because I felt like we still are missing something at the running back position. And it kind of doesn't surprise me that they feel that way, given the fact that Washington technically has running backs under contract for this year. So us as fans, we look at the running back position and say we need a home run run hitter. We need a running back that's gonna be able to come in and, you know, change the pace and take the ball 60 yards to the crib. We need that as a running back in that room. But they view it as we already got 4 running backs. And quite frankly, guys, that's true. Like, there are other teams in the NFL that legit have no kind of running back. So Ashton Genty, Omarion Hampton, guys that you're going to draft that can take 20 to 15, 25, 30 carries a game, day one starters, those are the kind of guys that you're looking for. And those is all over this draft class, whether it's first round, second round, third round. And for me, I just hope that Dan Quinn is not, I won't say trolling, but he's not trying to show his hand. He's kind of like, hey, look, we not really into looking at the running backs, you know what I'm saying? We found what we got. And he's really just not trying to show his hand, but deep down inside, they really are interested in a lot of these running backs. But, I mean, kind of looking at the pattern, man, I don't even know if they simply have been interviewing a lot of running backs. For me, it's been a lot of receivers. If it's not the guy from Georgia, you know, Ty Thorne from Maryland, you know, we did Reposado or Restrepo, however you say his name, from Miami. He's been interviewed by, so we've been very interested and active in interviewing wide receivers more so than a running back. So what if Dan Quinn simply is fine with the running back room? It's just hard for me to believe that, but maybe they are. Like, maybe they think Brian Robinson has something left in the tank for his last season. And that's the biggest thing, right? We never said B-Rob was just straight up trash. We just always feel like if we get somebody next to B-Rob, they will be thunder and lightning. And Austin Eckler's under contract as well for 1 more year, and we know he's a really good pass catcher out the backfield, and he's going to give you them tough yards. He's the type of guy that's going to turn a 3-yard game pass into a first down. You know, he's always going to be that guy for us. And what if they feel as though Deebo Samuel is that running back S guy that we're missing? Like, I remember when I first talked about Deebo Samuel, and I was kind of scared about getting him in a sense because I felt like he wanted to just be a pure wide receiver. Well, he shut those allegations down as he said, man, I'm here to contribute any way possible, meaning that's receiver, running back, whatever. So what if their answer to the home run ability on the offense or the lack thereof was Deebo Samuel? And it would make sense, you know what I'm saying, if you plan on using him in that kind of light. But essentially what I'm saying is, man, I still want us to address the running back room, whether it is, you know, in plans to use Deebo Samuel as RB, because there's too many guys to not walk away with at least one. Or, you know, Travion Henderson would be the perfect mixture for this backfield. And the biggest reason as to why is because we're simply adding him into this room. It's not like we're adding Travion to be the bell cow. Nah, man, we have a running back by committee kind of room. There is not one guy that's just simply that much better than another guy, and that's what would make us so different than every other team, is that we have so many running backs that they don't really know who to game plan for, because you got B-Rob, that's the bell cow, that could be the rough, you know what I'm saying, running back that's hard to get down, he can fight for the extra yards. Then you got Austin Eckler that can go out and run a route just as good as a receiver and pick up, you know, 10, 15, 20 yards on a screen as well. Then you still got C-Rod that can, you know, that can run bell cow-ish as well, kind of like a Brian Robinson. And then you put in a young guy like a Travion, and then Deebo. Like, there's so much you can do with him. That's why out of all 5 of these picks, or even if we in fact trade back, like we have to somehow get a running back. And I simply hope they don't really feel content with the running back room as it is. But again, apparently he does, and it kind of scares me in a sense, because that's how I feel like they feel about the tight end room as well. As they re-signed John Bates, they re-signed Zach Ertz, and they still got Ben Sinnott. They probably aren't doing anything at the tight end position because they think Ben Sinnott and John Bates both can have expanded roles in this offense, and who knows, maybe John Bates, who was brought back really solely for his blocking, can take that next step as the pass catching all around tight end that we need. And when it comes to the running back room, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to finally believe, okay, in year 4, Brian Robinson is just gonna be that 1,000-yard back that we need and just that number 1 guy. Nah, man, it's hard for me to believe that. I think he's gonna contribute, he's gonna play really well, but maybe it's B-Rob and Debo in the backfield. Maybe that's their plan. But again, I find it very hard for us to not be interested in no back and to leave out of this draft with no back. But I think that's going to be Dan Quinn's pretty much first big mistake, if you ask me, if we're talking off the field and not in season, right? I think we have some questionable things that happened last year in season that you can question them about. But as far as the off season goes, this would be him and Adam Peters and Cliff Kingsbury's first mistake, in my opinion, is not getting the running back in any round, first, second, third round, whatever round you feel is comfortable. If we don't walk away with the running back out of all these picks that we have, or even if we trade back, man, I think that would be a huge loss. But there you have it. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. How do you feel if the Washington Commanders, in fact, is content with the running back room? Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you think we'll be fine? Do you think we should address the running back room? Leave your comments and thoughts down below. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a laundry.